Thank you, and good morning, and welcome to the second annual Open DataFest. So we have a great diversity in attendance here, including people from government, all levels, local, state, and federal, academia, private enterprise, nonprofits, and the media. I want to thank our partners, the Stewards of Change and the California Healthcare Foundation, for helping to put this conference together. I think it's particularly fitting we're holding it at the beginning of Sunshine Week. As Daniel said, I'm Michael Wilkening, Undersecretary of the California Health and Human Services Agency, and I'll tell you, I'm an open data convert. Now, you may ask, what is that? I was not an immediate embracer of open data. In fact, when we had the last Open Data Fest, the California Healthcare Foundation pulled people together from various states and the federal government to share their stories and provide me with an opportunity to ask questions. So as I'm preparing for that meeting, that I started to ask myself, why was I hesitant to move into this space? And I found that I struggled with the term open data. For most of you, this term has positive connotations and is full of promise. For me, it's conjuring up memories of data breaches, lost unencrypted backup tapes, and stolen laptops. I realized that in my job, when I thought of data, it was in terms of these breaches and potential breaches. Then I thought about the benefits people were telling me to moving forward. Transparency. Was I opposed to transparency? No, as a political scientist by training, the idea that people should know what their government is doing and how it's spending their money resonates with me. Return on investment. Did I think there wouldn't be a return on investment? Frankly, wasn't sure. But the costs here were minimal, and at worst, there were efficiencies to be had. The breakthrough for me in preparing for that meeting was looking at a PowerPoint presentation that Nirav Shah had put together. In that, he classified data into 3 tiers, the last of which was HIPAA, personally identifiable confidential information. That data was not part of the portal. I realized that if I could assure that these data were not on our portal, I could not only move forward, but could start to see the real potential in open data. Our first step was developing our open data handbook, which was modeled on New York's, and it clearly lays out the processes and definitions for our open data effort. That open data handbook is now up on GitHub so that everyone else can use it. With that structure, I was confident moving forward. We now have an agency portal with 3 of our departments on it: Public Health, the Office of Statewide Health Planning and Development, and just yesterday, the Department of Healthcare Services came on board. Our plan is to get all 12 of our departments onto the portal, and that each of them continues to expand the number of data sets they have on the portal. Our approach has been very incremental. We start with the ones that are most ready to move forward, and they start out with a small number of data sets, and then continue to build on that so that we're eventually looking at exponential growth in the number of data sets we have on the portal. Our next 3 departments will be coming on board in short order. Rehabilitation will be next in April, followed by managed healthcare in May, and social services will come on board this summer. I'm excited by the prospects as we continue to engage the civic community, the nonprofits, and the public generally. As exciting as these external possibilities are, I'm becoming more and more intrigued by the internal possibilities. State government, quite frankly, is not good at using its own data. If we can harness the concepts of open data internally, we can vastly improve efficiency, productivity, job satisfaction, and creativity. I tell you about my own journey here as a prelude to this conference. Most of you are already invested and believe in open data. This conference will highlight accomplishments and innovative ideas. If this conference provides you with the space to challenge yourself, to go further, do more with open data, that would be a success. However, I want to challenge you to think of the people in your organizations, people like I was, people who have not bought into open data, who may not see the value, or who may have concerns and fears about what it means. Listen to these presentations, engage in the interactive sessions with a focus on how these ideas and accomplishments would resonate with these people. Break down the barriers, bring clarity to the miscommunications, help others to see the value, help alleviate the fears. Leave this conference energized with ideas and partnerships to improve our communities. Thank you.